Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for April 28th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair did create an inside bar, closed lower. We are looking for it to continue overall its move to the downside. Look for this pair to potentially, on a reversal, however, go up to 82.66, possibly moving down to 80.68. Look for some resistance around 82.25 and look for some support around 81.25. Okay, now the Euro-USD pair. This pair continues to move up, closed up, pulled back a little bit before the close. Look for it to potentially go as high and hit resistance around 14900, possibly moving down and hitting support around 147.66. Now the pound-US dollar pair surged to the upside, pulled back significantly, closing below yesterday's high, still looking for it to move up. It's been doing a stair-step kind of deal, surge and then pull back, so we may see that again. Look for it to potentially go as high as 168.18, possibly as low as 165.02. Look for some resistance around 167.44 and look for some support around 165.65. Now the US Swiss, this pair continues its march to the downside, did create an inside bar. We are looking for this pair to potentially, on a reversal, go as high as 0.8807, possibly as low as 0.8631. Look for some resistance around 0.8775 and look for some support around 0.8666. Now as far as news announcements go, tomorrow we have the Canadian dollar releasing their gross domestic product for February at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that, no consensus actually. Previous was 0.5%. Year to date showing the previous was 3.3%. We also have at 9:55 a.m. Eastern Time, the U.S. is releasing the University of Michigan's confidence report, showing an increase from 69.6 to 70.0, which would be good news for the U.S. dollar if that does in fact occur. Now, what am I looking for during this next session from a trade standpoint? Well, we do have an inside bar that's been created here in the US-Japanese yen pair. I am looking for a breakout of this one to the downside. Where potentially could this go? I do believe it'll come on down and hit previous support. Basically looking for a break and a drop of about 53 pips. You can use a risk to reward of 1-to-1, basically putting your stop loss about 50 pips up, looking to short, and then looking to exit once we hit the 80.68 mark. Now we also have the Euro-USD pair. This pair, we have a high here, about 15 pips from the 14900 mark. I do believe that it'll surge up to that point if we get a break of the high. So basically looking for it to take out its high as of the previous session and looking for about 20 pips there, just a quick little 20 pipper, so to speak. Okay, now the pound-US dollar pair. This one went much higher, pulled back significantly prior to the close. So I am looking for it to pull back to some degree, but I'm not sure exactly how much. So I'm going to stay out of that one. Now the US Swiss, this pair did create an inside bar. However, we have no real factors to determine where it's going to end as far as to the downside. If you want to look to see if it'll bounce off of the 8600 mark, that's right about there. Taking out the low, that would be about a 65 pip move. Wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing to look for to the downside. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.